Hello everyone, my name is Anderson, and welcome back to do another lesson with me. Today, in this lesson, we're going to practice reading. Reading. In this lesson, we have two parts, so watch this first. You must watch this first, and then we need to move on to the part two. Very good. Before we move on to the main activities, let's talk about the topic that we're going to deal with. Okay, so here's the hint. What do you see from this picture? What do you see? Well, first of all, I see a blackboard. So what is a blackboard? So it's a board that we write something for the students. It's like 2 plus 2 is 4, stuff like that. So we write some things by teacher, mostly by teachers, to show the students. Okay? And then we see books on the table as well. We see economy books. We can see business book. We can see mathematics book as well. Yes, and from these two words, we can tell we're in a classroom. We're in a classroom. Yes. So, but suddenly, there's a robot, and a robot is doing the same thing as the teacher does. So, right now in this picture, robot is a teacher. So strange, isn't it? Imagine your teacher right now is a robot. A robot is teaching English to you right now. Can you imagine? Okay, so with that creative imagination, I want you guys share opinions about these two questions. Number one, have you ever imagined learning English by a robot teacher? Would you like it? That was the first one. And number two, do you think robots can replace human teachers? That was the second question. Please share your ideas on the comment board on YouTube, or you can pause this video right now and you can share your opinions with your friends, peers, and your family members as well. So, pause the video and share it. Okay, welcome back. Have you guys shared the ideas? Very good. So, let's move on to the first activities, to the main activity right now. So, we have four questions. Number one, what job did the text tell that robots cannot ever do? Number two, intelligent robots will read students, blah, blah, blah. So, read someone's idea, read someone's emotion. It's just like that, not reading books or something. Okay, read the subject. Okay, very good. Next part, some parts of the world, but it must be a number, right? Percent of children don't go to school. Number four, why do teachers over the world leave their job? And you need to find the reason. Why? Okay, so now pause the video right now and remember these four questions. Okay, and then let's quickly read the text and solve the reading activity number one. you can see the text on the activity sheet that I prepared for you guys on the website. So go back to the website and read the text first, quickly, okay? Quickly, you don't have to understand every single word. Don't worry about it. Quickly. But let me give you a hint. But read the question one by one first, and then it will help you to get the hint from the questions. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to solve the questions. So pause the video right now here, and then solve the video. Okay? Very good. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Have you read the text? Did you remember that I've told you to read the text quickly? Very good. Now, let's check the questions that you guys solved. There were 4 questions. So it wouldn't take that long. So you don't have to understand every single word. Okay, now shall we solve the question? Very good. So number 1, let's read the question. So what job did the text mention that robots cannot ever do? So we need to find the job that the robots cannot ever do. So number 1, football player. Number 2, taxi driver. Number 3, doctor. Number 4, chef. Number 5, teacher. So, what's the answer? The answer is doctor and teacher. So, where can we find the answer? So it's in this paragraph. Okay? So, let's find the answers here. So, if you think of the jobs robots could never do, you probably put doctors and teachers at the top of the list. Aha! So we just found the words doctors and teachers. So the text mentioned that robots cannot ever do doctors and teacher. That was the answers. Very good. So let's move on to the second question. Intelligent robots will not read students. We need to pick 2. Number 1, faces. Number 2, illness. Number 3, mind. Number 4, movements. Number 5, brain signals. So we need to find two things that robots cannot read from the students. So let's find out. The answer is 2 and 3, illness and mind. And can you tell me where did you find that? Aha, very good. Here, intelligent robots will read student faces, movements, and then maybe even brain signals. So, intelligent robots can read students' faces. Number 1, that was the number 1. Number 4, movements and brain signals. But however, we cannot read. The text did not mention illness and mind. Okay, intelligent robots cannot read students' illness and mind. That was the answers. So very good. Now let's move on to the next question. So I will read it for you guys. Some parts of the world, numbers, percent of children don't go to school. So we have number 1, 20 to 30. Number 2, 15 to 20. Number 3, 9 to 10. Number 4, 9 to 16. Number 5, 50 to 55. So, this question especially is really easy to get it. Why? Because it's all the numbers. So we need to find the numbers that make sense. So some parts of the world, some parts of the world, that's number hint, number 1. So percent, some part of the world children don't go to school. That was the hint number 2. So we need to find the text about children that don't go to school. So the answer was number 4, 9 to 16. Where did we find it? A robot teacher is better than no teacher at all. Okay, skip it. You have to understand it. Here it is. In some parts of the world, there aren't enough teachers, and 9 to 16% of children under the age of 14 don't go to school. That was the answers. You don't have to read, you don't have to understand every single text. You just have to find the gist. You need to find the specific information from the text. That's one of the strategies of rapid reading. So 9 to 16 was the answers. Okay, very good. Now let's move on to the next question. So in this sentence we can find some hint, but very vague, but something strong. Number 4, why? It tells you this question asks you a reason. Why the teachers over the world are leaving? Why teachers over the world are leaving? We need to pick 2. So let's read the number 1 from the start. Okay, it's a low-paid job. Low-paid means a job which don't get paid a lot. Low-paid jobs. Some people get £1,000 per month. However, low-paid job, maybe for example, maybe 200, 300, stuff like that. Okay, number 2. It's an easy job. Easy job. It's an easy job. Number 3. It's a difficult job. Number 4. Driver license. Number 5. They feel overworked. Okay, then we need to find the reason. We need to find the because, the reason on the text. So the answer is 3 and 5. Why? Let's find out. So those negative aspects of teaching are something everyone agrees on. Teachers all teachers all over the world are leaving because what did I say? Reason, right? Reason. So it is difficult job. One more time, teachers all over the world are leaving because it is a difficult job and they feel overworked. So we found these 2. So the answer is 3 and 5. 3 is a difficult job. 5, they feel overworked. Very good. Now, before we move on to the second main activity, we need to have a look at the vocabularies. Very good. First of all, diagnose. One more time, diagnose. Diagnose, it's mainly held by a doctor. Okay? A doctor look at your symptoms. A doctor look at your symptoms carefully and tell you why you are sick. So you have a fever and you have a sore throat and you have a hard time breathing. So doctor gives you a diagnose. So doctor diagnose your symptoms and tell you why you are sick. Diagnose. Okay? Diagnose. Very good. Now let's move on to the replace. Replace. So when we replace, something takes over the place. So let's have a look at the example here. Almond milk A replaced the place of dairy milk. So at the first time, 10 minutes ago, there was a dairy milk, but it's sold out. It has been sold out. So they got rid of the dairy milk, and almond milk has been replaced the place of dairy milk. So in this place there was a dairy milk, but after this has been got out, almond milk replaced the place of dairy milk. So we can say change. Same place, but something has been changed. That was to replace. Okay? Good. Now let's move on to the empathy. Empathy. So when we empathize, we can understand and share others' emotion. We can understand and share others' emotions. Let's have a look at the example. Robots will not have an empathy to understand others' emotion. One more time. Robots will not have empathy to understand others' emotion. So it means robots in general cannot understand others' emotion and cannot share others' emotion, which means robots don't have an empathy. Empathy, everyone. Very good. Now let's move on to the next one. Assistant. What does it mean? A person who can help for your work. One more time. A person who can help for your work. Let's have a look at the example. This robot is my assistant. This robot is my assistant. It helps me to manage the money. It helps me to manage the money. So this guy is managing the money, but he is having a difficult time. He's having a difficult time to manage the money by himself. So he has put a robot as an assistant. So robot helps him to manage the money like that. Okay, very good. Now let's move on to the overworked. So from this picture, what can we see? So is she having a good time on the work? No, I don't think so. Like she has a really messy hair. She looks very drowsy. Lots of coffee. Seems like she's overworked. So which means too many work. So let's have a look at the example here. So overworked teachers need a plenty of rest. Overworked teachers need a plenty of rest. That was the overworked, everyone. Now let's move on to the last vocabulary. So number one, reduce. Make smaller or less. Let's have a look at the example here. Robots will help to reduce teachers' amount of preparation. Robots will help to reduce teachers' amount of preparation. So imagine the teacher's preparation was 100%. Yeah? At the first time. But after the robots started to help teachers' preparation, the teachers' preparation reduced into 50%. That was to reduce, everyone. Decrease. Make it smaller. Okay? Very good. So, this time, read the text. Go back to the website and read the text again, but Not rapidly, not quickly, carefully. Okay, this time read the text carefully. Okay, I'll see you on the second part of the lesson. Thank you and bye bye.